Hola, en esta lección vamos a hablar sobre algunos verbos irregulares. So far we've gone over some verbs that have an irregular yo form. Can you remember or guess which of these have an irregular yo form? If you guessed these, you're right. Ir, ser, and estar are all in a little family where the yo forms end in oy. So they're estoy, soy, and voy. But tener, hacer, and decir are also kind of in a family all of their own. Do you remember the yo forms of those three? Well, which of these things is true about the yo forms of all three of these verbs? They all have a stem change, they all end in oy, or they all end in go. Well, let's take a look. Decir becomes digo, hacer becomes hago, and tener becomes tengo. So, they all end in go. Kind of funny. The O is normal for I in the present tense, but the G is a little bit strange. Is there a G in any of the other forms of the present tense of these verbs? No. The G only appears in the yo form before the normal O ending. Since the G only appears in the yo form, I call these Goyo verbs. But these aren't the only verbs in Spanish that belong to the Goyo family. Let's go over a few others. Here you can see a list of them in their yo forms. And now let's go ahead and go over them. Caerse means to fall down. If you're confused why there is a se on the end of it, verbs that do this are called reflexive and they are different from English. My suggestion, just learn this verb as is without questioning it too much, and when you come across these later, it'll make more sense. Notice with any of these forms, the yo, tú, él, ella, usted, etc. are optional and are used for emphasis and or clarification. Let's look at the forms. Me caigo would be I fall down, we see the G there. Te caes, you fall down. Se cae would be he or she falls down, or you fall formal. Nos caemos would be we fall down. Os caes would be you all fall down, if you're talking about Spanish from Spain. And se caen would be they or you all fall down. Some examples. No me caigo a menudo. I don't fall down very often. ¿Por qué se caen las hojas de otoño? Why do leaves fall down in autumn? Another verb in the Goyo family is oír, to hear. We'll see that G in the yo form. Oigo is I hear. Oyes would be you hear. Oye would be he or she hears or you hear, formal. Oímos would be we hear. Oís in Spain would be you all hear. Oyen would be they hear or you all hear. You'll notice in these forms the I has an accent mark to break the diphthong, meaning that it makes that I a syllable by itself, so it's oímos instead of oímos, and oís instead of oís. Some examples. No creo todo lo que oigo. I don't believe everything that I hear. ¿Oyes eso? Do you hear that? Another verb in the Goyo family is poner, to put, to place, or to set. Let's look at the forms. Pongo would be I put. Pones would be you put. Pone would be he or she puts, or you formal put. Ponemos, we put. Ponéis, you all put, if you're in Spain. Ponen, they put, or you all put. Some examples. Necesitas poner la mesa. You need to set the table. ¿Qué pongo en la carta? What do I put in the letter? Another verb in the Goyo family is salir, to go out or to leave. Salgo would mean I go out. Sales would be you go out. Sale would be he or she goes out, or you go out, formal. Salimos would be we go out. Salís would be you go out if you're speaking Spanish in Spain. And salen would be they go out or you all go out. Some examples. Juan sale a bailar todos los viernes. Juan goes out to dance every Friday. Salgo de la casa cada mañana. I leave the house each morning. Another verb in the Goyo family is traer, to bring. Traigo would be I bring. Traes would be you bring. Trae would be he or she brings, or you bring, formal. Traemos would be we bring. Traes would be you all bring if you're speaking Spanish in Spain. Traen would be they bring or you all bring. Some examples. ¿Qué traemos a la fiesta? What do we bring to the party? Ustedes van a necesitar traer un lápiz mañana. You are all going to need to bring a pencil tomorrow. Man, these verbs just keep coming, don't they? Oh, that reminds me. Venir, the next verb in the Goyo family, is to come. So, vengo would be I come. Vienes, you come. Viene, he or she comes, or you come, formal. Venimos, we come. Venís, you all come, speaking Spanish in Spain. And vienen would be they come, or you all come. Some examples. Vengo a ofrecer mi corazón. I come to offer my heart. Venimos de los monos. Do we come from monkeys? And there's another one you might come across, but it's not going to be as useful in the yo form. Valer is to be worth or to have value. So you might come across the phrase cuánto vale, like how much is it worth? But you're probably not going to ask somebody cuánto valgo, how much am I worth? I guess you could. But here's all the forms that you might need. And you might see this phrase used more to talk about the value of things, as I said, and the phrase valer la pena means to be worthwhile. But again, the word valgo probably won't be too common. So again, all these actions have something in common. And the yo form, they have a G, mysteriously appear. Also, if you find verbs that have these verbs inside of them, they should change the exact same way. Suponer is to suppose, and the yo form would be supongo. Detener is to detain, the yo form would be detengo. Mantener would be to maintain, the yo form would be mantengo. Prevenir is to prevent, the yo form would be prevengo. And contradecir is to contradict, the yo form would be contradigo. And that's it for this video lesson going over the Goyo verbs. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below this video, and feel free to subscribe to my channel for updates on new Spanish video lessons. And if you'd like to practice any of the Goyo verbs mentioned in this video, click on any of these videos. Gracias por ver el video y nos vemos.